Okay, hello. So we are here for a Sins of a Solar Empire
What's up?
mod gameplay or playthrough. So this sort of series will be following our exploits and our story as myself as the Romulans
I'm
and
the Federation.
the Federation. And we've got here Klingon, Cardassians, and another Klingon. So without further ado, let's begin.
Let's jump into it.
So here we go.
Is this
This
Star Trek
is
3, the mod?
this is Star Trek Armada 3. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Which is available on ModDB.
Do we know who the maker is?
Not off the top of my head, but I can put a link in the description for that.
We'll have to include it in the description, I think.
Yeah, we can put that all in the description, so that will be available for people to go and download themselves and play because it is a really good mod. It is really well detailed. Come on,
This guy on the
load.
loading screen, he's got a quote here. What you call genocide, I call a day's work.
Got here. There are many paths to profit.
Hmm.
A rule of acquisition 92.
So my Star Trek knowledge isn't great. Are the Romulans?
Neither's mine, to be honest.
Neither of us are Trekkies.
Neither of us are big sort of Star Trek fans, but I am fans of Sins of Solar Empire, and I'm definitely a fan of a good mod for this game.
I've
Which
only
this
really
is.
sort of seen the new Star Trek films.
Yes, I mean I've seen bits of obviously the original.
Yeah, I've seen clips of the original and all that.
Yeah, I've seen sort of a few episodes here and there. The Romulans are the kind of break-off faction from the Vulcans. They were, I believe, all the same kind of
Oh yeah, because
faction.
Spock's a Vulcan, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, so they were kind of all the same, but then they broke off. I believe there was a civil war, and the faction that's now the Vulcans are sort of the more peace, the side that came out sort of on the side of peace, and uh, that's probably the best way to describe it really. And then the Romulans broke off, and they've ever since been sort of been a bit more full of anger and hatred.
Okay.
I believe. Come on, most of this is going to be you loading in.
Probably. It's right. I'm almost done now.
It says
It's like
loading.
95% loaded now.
I'll close this actually. Okay. So this is our sort of playground, as it were, our galactic playground.
Ooh, I'm still loading in.
So you
How
start off
big's
with
the map?
It's 76 planets, I believe, but just one star.
I can't remember if that's a lot or not.
It's a decent amount. It's a medium-sized map. This one. This is the map where all the kind of territories meet. So I guess this is more of a kind of a frontier map. Just it's not meant to be sort of diverse, full of all these different planets. And I believe it's just sort of obviously it's going to be because it's 76 planets, but obviously this is just where
Okay, I'm loaded in now.
they meet.
So we have our scouts. Send them on a mission.
So straight away send them out. I do always. Constructors.
Okay, so you have your...
So we only get one capital ship available.
Detected.
Build that.
Capital
Frigates.
ships. Okay, yeah, we've only got one that's unlocked at the moment. Well, I have anyway.
Yes,
Okay,
same.
You're
same
down
with me.
there, and I'm here.
New
Okay.
planet detected.
Looks like I'm a bit closer to the star, I think.
Yeah. I say
How may I
probably a
serve?
little bit. Yeah, about equal. And then these are the planets around us. How well defended are they? Quite well defended. Ooh, it's quite a large ship. Extremely well detailed though, however.
New planet
What's this?
detected.
So we have our
Assault frigates. Ooh,
scouts,
My life for the
escort
Empire.
frigates.
my life for the
colony
Empire. I like that.
ships.
He sounds cool. The Vengeance class.
Have the superior fire.
Now, I don't really want to.
New
I
planet.
never like
Oh, I've
building
got-
these.
A ship that looks like the Enterprise here.
There's quite. To be fair, there's quite a few different models of Enterprise.
Yeah, no, there's quite a lot that look like the Enterprise.
Yeah, that definitely does look like one of the Enterprises. You can actually get the Enterprise in this.
Sentinel.
You can actually spawn in like a kind of hero class of I think it's Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard.
in the Enterprise, which is really awesome.
Harris type station.
Right, so
Tis
which
more brave to live than to
Okay,
die.
so I've built one of the different.
planet
I've
do I
built,
want to invade?
I've built
Proceed
the,
It's this
to
one.
the
coordinates.
2 stations on my home planet.
Ah, yes.
The military and
Proceed
civilian, I think
to
it is.
coordinates.
Yeah, so you got one military. You got military research stations and civilian research. Mine's called the Ministry of
Our
Order
ships have
and the
arrived.
Ministry of War. Very straightforward. What kind of research options do we have available?
Oh, I'm not sure which direction to go first, to be honest.
I'm going backwards away from the star, first and
We have
foremost.
engaged the enemy.
Like, should I try and go towards you so we can establish a connection, or
I
should
don't, I don't,
branch
I don't see any
out?
harm in that. No.
At the same time, I kind of want to.
New planet detected.
You kind of want to
Which-
invade.
Yeah, I kind of don't want my capital to be like my
New planet
um,
detected.
instant. Like, the first thing they arrive to.
Yeah, of course. I'm probably going to conquer up till where's the
Station
ping option?
complete.
So I'm seeing this as quite a good,
Station
or
complete.
that's quite a good one to build a kind of stronghold,
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
and that one here, just so they can't get in that way.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So if we have like star bases and stuff there, they can't get in there. So that's looking quite good. And then obviously just depending on where this
Our
goes.
research is complete.
The scouts seem pretty good in this game so far.
Our
Yeah, I mean
research-
wow, my
scouts tend
capital
to be
ship has,
scouts,
like,
don't
lasers.
they? Pardon?
No, I was just like, in some mods, the scouts just like instantly die.
Ah, yeah. And they also can be quite annoying. Just constantly shouting down the mic at you whenever you click on him. Okay, Hawk class. So these are really weak by the looks
Oh,
of it,
I
or
get
they've just been
trade
targeted quite
stations
heavily.
immediately, apparently.
Let's
So
watch
every time
Space
you
Battle.
every time you try like a new mod, I find it takes a bit of time to sort of decipher what the different upgrades are. 'Cause
Yeah.
essentially they're all going to be the same as like other mods, but you've got to try and figure out what they are.
I mean, even though the combat in this is quite different to what we've been playing previously.
Oh
Like,
yeah, how come?
the ships tend to sort of fly around a lot more, so they're constantly moving and firing lasers, and it's a bit more of a
Yeah,
dogfight.
Yeah, I'm watching this right now. Actually, they are sort of flying around.
So previously, when we've played the sort of Star Wars mods, they're all very much sort of battle lines, and they'll all fire upon each other.
Yeah. Like
Whereas if you know,
formations.
yeah, whereas all the ships now tend to sort of dogfight. So you've just defeated a fleet there. I've defeated a fleet here. I lost one Hawk
Ooh.
class.
Okay. You see, hang on, I'm gonna ping it. You see this planet here?
Yeah.
That
That's
looks
a
like
good-
a good fortification place.
I think if we was to, yeah, so if we defend those, then we'll be kind of sort of cut off or sealed off, basically.
Yeah.
So that Class D shattered planet,
Our
if we
research is
defend
complete.
that, or if we put some bases there, then that will be a kind of a checkpoint, as it were. And then the same for these two here,
Scout.
some nebulas. And we can just put sort of star bases there each, and those can be the kind of like the kind of fallback lines if we have to. We can obviously push out and stuff like that, you know, further into the system. But if we have to fall back, those can be sort of like strongholds. So I've just taken this planet.
New planet detected.
Excellent.
So I've just taken a planet.
Yeah, so we've just taken our first planets, which I think
Not
is a
really
good.
sure where to go now.
I think that's a good place to call the video, to be honest. Actually, because
Oh
I
yeah,
think we're going to try and
10-minute videos.
yeah,
aren't
we're
we?
going to try these as sort of 10-minute sort of episodes, as it were.
Yeah, get some short videos out and all that.
Yeah, so we've just taken our first planet, and then we will pick up from here as to where we go
Mission
next. Thank
complete.
you for watching. Hope you enjoyed,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you next time.
See you
We have
later.
engaged the enemy.